Oh, is that perfect or what? Look at that. Core is gone. Oh. Okay.
What'd you use on that?
I used my little gizmo for the apple core.
Oh, shotgun?
Is that cool or what?
Huh.
It's just, I got it from
Your gizmo and my gizmo are a little different.
I got it from Good Cook. Is it on? Got it from Good Cook. It's just a wedger for an apple. Of course, you're going to have to do a little trimming. But the big part is no core, no seeds. So I am going to be making apple juice today, and the juice will be then turned into apple jelly. I have cranberries, I have some blueberries, and I have some raspberries. So my goal is to make some plain apple jelly, and then cran apple, blue apple, blueberry apple, and raspberry apple. My juicer is this wonderful contraption that I got from Amazon. It is a 3-piecer. The first one is for water, which will steam the juice from the berries. You have this hose that comes out. It goes into my second one. This is the one that I'm capturing the juice in. The second one is got this pretty cool hole. It looks kind of like an angel food cake pan. If you can see in the center of it, the steam comes up through the center and it goes into the berries, or in this case the apples, into a colander, and then it steams the juice out. And this too is closed at the moment. You push this little gizmo here and it opens it, and then the juice drains into the pan. When it's closed, this is what's going to tell me how the juice is working. When the juice comes down, hits this, I will open it up so that the juice could then go into the pan. I have my jars ready. I have actually 6 bags of apples that came from Jason and Courtney, my son's house and my daughter-in-law. They picked 5 bags for me. I have some large juice jars that I'm going to be putting the juice into. I have my canning lids. I have some jars that I purchased that didn't work very well because the lids don't work. However, this is the process. I'm ready to get started. I picked this up for about $5 over at the store. You put your apple down and you just simply press down and it cores the apple. Toss the core. Now, when I get done with all of this, I will have a lot of apple mush in the top. I will then take these apples and I will then put them in my food processor and make applesauce out of them. So today we're going to get apple juice, and most likely I'll be able to make some apple pie filling, some applesauce out of the stuff that remains in the top. Then all of the juice is going to go into jellies. So that's pretty much the process. It's going to be a all day ordeal. I didn't anticipate I was going to be doing this year, so I actually gave a lot of my jars away. I will be replacing those. Friends have already said that they would be bringing some back. I ordered some off Amazon. My daughter, oldest daughter Amanda, we made about 8 cases of jelly a few years ago, so she has a lot of jars she'll be bringing over. I called 3 different stores in town. Nobody has jars or lids. I went to Cars, Safeway, nothing. Shelves were bare. I ended up going over to Value Village and was able to find some really cool jars that will work that have got handles on them. So I really like these mugs. I will most likely use these as gifting this year. The cool thing is when you're done with them, if they don't give them back to me, they can use them as glasses, mug glasses. So I have about a dozen of these I picked up at a secondhand store. So if you're looking for jars and the box stores don't have any, my recommendation would be go to your secondhand stores like Value Village, Goodwill. I think we have a place called Bishop's Addict. My recommendation would be to take a regular ring that goes onto the jars and a wide mouth one, and test it on the jars to make sure that it actually closes. Otherwise, you will end up with some really cool jars that look like they're going to work, and then the lids don't fit them. So I can't use these for candy. So let's get started. I'm going to take my apple. Unfortunately, it's not exactly an exact science, but I'm going to put the core down. Isn't that awesome? And there you go. All I need is just the slices at the bottom, and put those in. I don't need to make them any smaller than this because the juice will just come out, and then I will put it in the processor and we will be done. You do the bottom of the apple so you can see where the core is, and then the apple peels right off. Makes this job so much easier. And then this piece, I check to see if there's any seeds. Some apples have absolutely no seeds in them, and some only have one or two. All of these apples will then go into the top of this pot, and I will fill it all the way to the top again, which will then steam in the colander, go into the catch-all for the juice. And then check this out. Here, are you ready? We'll open the clip, and then you get a little bit of juice. Takes a lot of apples to make a little bit of juice. Oh, it's about
Filling up.
right. 20 pounds of apples cooked down to about 10 cups of mush. Time to add more apples. So this is an 8-cup mixer. So we're going to put about 6 cups in here. And I'm going to put 1/4 a cup of sugar because we don't like it super sweet. Then I'm going to put some cinnamon in it. And we will have cinnamon applesauce.
That's all you have to do.
And then we're going to whip the heck out of it. And then we will put it in our jars. We'll put our lids on it. It'll go inside this huge pot with water, which is called a bath. And we'll give the jars a bath so they will process. Meanwhile, we still have juice coming out. This is progress. So I put 1/4 a cup of sugar in 8 cups of apples, cooked apples. I put 1 teaspoon of freshly ground cinnamon, and then I put about a teaspoon of Mrs. Wu's Sure Fresh, and that keeps it from turning super brown. Some people don't care, but so then what we're going to do is we're going to put it back on. I'm using the Ninja food processor. Got to unplug it, plug it back in because that's the safety mechanism. See how the dials light up? We're going to hit period. When this is done, I'll put it in the jars. I'll put the lids on it. Done.